Good evening and welcome to the Bobby Moore stand. I'm Gary, this is Chris, this is Pete. It's raining outside, it's freezing cold in Romford. I'm wrapped up in my shed, trying to keep warm. Only just turned the radiator on. Weather's turned, isn't it?
So has Martin turned into Chris.
Yeah, just introduced me as Chris.
There is no Chris tonight because Chris has flown off ridiculously for another holiday. Can you believe it? He's only just come back to Istanbul, so he'll be back in 5 days. Yes, so
So gone for some new teeth.
He's gone for some new teeth. Probably what else do you get done out there? You get teeth, don't you? You get hair transplant, you get all sorts, don't you? Oh yeah.
You come back a new man.
Yeah. I might go out there and get a new pair of gnashers myself, you know. Can we go? Who's the geezer that used to have the really white teeth at Liverpool? Firmino. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They must have the Firmino colour chart, right? It must be like
Klopp had some teeth on him as well, though, Gary.
He did. He went for ultra white as well. But it'd be like, you know, they show me the chart and it goes down to really bright white. And you say, no, get me the Firmino chart out. Come on.
Everyone has to put their sunglasses on first, just for the chart.
I know. The thing I don't like about that though is they grind your teeth down to like V's and then they stick the things on top.
Yeah, and they do them as pegs, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking, no.
I can put up with relegation. I can't put up with teeth being grinded down. That's too much for me.
Eyes, teeth. You can't say anything, Martin, can you? So how are we, chaps? How you doing, Pete?
I'm good, thank you, Gary. Yeah, very well. You?
I'm all right. And yeah, I think I've been quite ill this week, to be honest. I've been living on day nurse and Monster, which is not a healthy diet. Let me tell you.
Ooh.
That's not decent medicine.
I've propped myself up for this show. I've got a can of Monster, which I'd given up until this week. Martin, how you doing?
Very good, thank you. That sounded like a Del Boy cocktail, that did. Night Nurse and Monster. Good nice umbrella coming out of it.
When you're flagging, it certainly wakes you up, and that's the only way I've been able to work this week, to be honest. It's been diabolical. But anyway, look, let's not make... Tonight, we're going to try and make it a little bit upbeat, because it has been a miserable week, for sure.
Yes.
On the football side, it hasn't got any less miserable. But we'll talk about, briefly touch on Forest, but not much. We'll talk about Nuno and Nuno's future, which he certainly seems to have at the moment. Then we'll talk about QPR. We've got a few little questions for you. Hello, everyone at home. Hello, everyone in the chat. And hello, Claire, head of security on the door.
Good evening, Claire.
Yeah, and we'll go through the transfers, latest transfer rumours. There's loads. I mean, I had so many that I had to remove some. It was just like, that ain't going anywhere. That ain't going anywhere. So I think I've reduced it down to the ones, there seems to be a lot of departures at the moment as well. But again, we'll keep it upbeat. There's a few, if I get time, I'll take you through some of the new David Sullivan material, singing material, a few songs.
Oh.
Get your opinions on those, see what gets voted the best one. Yeah, and I want to know, not from what you think is the best song, but what you think will work best in the stadium. I've got my own opinion. I'll give you a choice of 3. We've got about 20.
Well, Tuesday night, they were playing the bloody Spice Girls.
Were they?
Yeah, at one point, Spice Girls came on.
Tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
I can't remember what one it was, to be honest with you.
Zig. Oh dear. Nasty. Right, let's kick off. So, by the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Please subscribe to the Bobby Moore stand here on YouTube. Give the video a like, give the video a hype, hit the bell notification icon and all that good stuff. First of all, are we all over Forest now? I mean, I had my miserable night. Just fucking inside that stadium. It demoralised me. I came home and made a video and then I had to give it a break for a day to sort of cheer up again. How did you two cope with it, Pete?
It was proper tough at the time. One of the things that we've been talking about a lot on the podcast is that a sign of champions is that when you play badly, you still win. When you're in a relegation dogfight, even when you play well, the decisions go against you and you get robbed of the points. And that has happened so many times. I'm not saying we played well in every match, but I wouldn't say we've been awful in matches. Apart from Wolves aside, which was very uncharacteristic. There's like zero effort, fight, anything in that match. Yeah. I actually thought we played really well, and I think that second goal just knocked the stuffing out of them.
Yeah, that's why I think it was depressing, because I felt sorry for the players, because the players had actually tried. What about you, Martin?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the performance was positive. I thought Tatty looked gave us something up front. Tatty, I hate that.
He wasn't that tatty though, was he? He was all right.
No.
He was good.
He gave us energy up front. I thought we played well, and like you say, we was unfortunate not to win it. I still don't think that goal was offside because it wasn't our defender. It was the defender that got the touch on the ball, wasn't it? But I don't really understand that.
I'll tell you what. If I was into conspiracy theories, I'd say that the referees and VAR have got it a little bit in for us this year. Don't know whether it's to do with Paqueta or what, but we're not getting decisions at all.
No.
Feels a bit crooked, doesn't it? Love me a lummox. £2. Thank you very much. Evening, lads. Love the show. Our club is finished. Not yet, but it could be soon. In the meantime, we'll have a good time. Yeah. So
yeah, I quite like Tatty's link-up play. For a guy who's only had one training session, he seemed to be linking up quite well with Somerville as well.
Yeah,
especially early on, that lovely ball that he played for was Somerville played for him, wasn't it? And he kind of he run onto it naturally. And they had a few little interactions early on where I thought, they're reading each other pretty well for two players that ain't played together before.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I mean, there were a few positives to come out of it. I mean, the negatives were again another bloody late goal, broke all our hearts and we had to go back miserable again. But what's new?
Soaking wet as well. Like where I sit, row 4, it just constantly rained on with freezing rain all the way through it.
Yeah, there were. Well, I didn't get wet. I was in row 7 of the main stand, right? And is there a main stand? It's a bowl, isn't it? But I was in row 7, barely got wet at all. There were 2 brave tourists in the whole area. And you know, it's tourist city around there. 2 brave tourists. As soon as it started raining, home they went.
Oh, brilliant.
When you're in the posh seats, Gary, do you get somebody designated to hold an umbrella over you while they feed you grapes?
You do. You get a butler to show you to your seat, put a little blanket over your legs, check you're not cold. Yeah, and they hold a little umbrella over the top just in case. Even got a butler to hold up my red card.
Excellent.
Yeah. So enough of Forest anyway. Enough of Forest. I mean, we didn't take any injuries out of the game, thank God. The 2 new guys didn't get injured. Should we just have a quick look at how they performed very briefly? Just those 2, right? Because that was I looked at these stats because I was expecting to see not much on there. I've got to be honest. I was expecting to see. Oh no, gone. Hold on, I'll come back to that in a minute. I've just pressed the wrong button and balls it
I
up.
think the thing that surprised me most about the pair of them, Gary, was that I always thought that Tatty would be playing behind Pablo, but certainly on Tuesday night, Pablo was the deeper one of the 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. It was. He was kind of a deep line midfielder when he came on, wasn't he?
Came off for Paquetá, didn't he?
Yeah, he was kind of playing the same sort of position that you expect Paquetá to play, even though he doesn't very often, it seems. But let me share this again. Now I've unbroken it. God, I'm good. I set it all up. It was all ready to go, and then I ballsed it up. What do you expect? Right.
I think there was some good. I think there were some good individual performances out there as well. I thought Souček did well. I thought Skulls at left back. I thought he had a good game until they brought on that other right winger. But he was doing really well.
Yeah, I think if you look down here, I think we had Skulls did all right actually. Skulls did all right. Castellanos to start with, right? So Tats Castellanos. So look at his stats. I mean, it total passes 11, 9 complete, 2 key passes, dual attempts 12, only 1-2. But he was kind of off the pace, not off the pace, but he was a bit disorganised because it was a new team around him, I think. But he played 90 minutes. It never looked like he was struggling physically. He carried on going. He seemed to have a decent engine. Made a couple of fouls, which is good. But the one that had the more impressive stats, surprised me actually, was the other guy, the substitute, Pablo. Yeah, these were actually pretty impressive for 90 minutes, right? I mean, 27 minutes. So total shots 1, passes 12, 11 completed, key passes 1, tackles 1, dual attempts 6, 2-1, committed 2 fouls, was fouled once, so won a free kick. So, I mean, that's not bad for 27 minutes work, is it?
No, he looked lively. He looked like he really wanted to impress.
Yeah.
No, there's good signs from both of them. I thought that they made us look better as a team, both of them.
Yeah.
Just gave us something different up front. Tatty's pressing all the time, weren't he? And that just helped us move up the pitch.
Yeah, he plays very high up the pitch, doesn't he? He plays very high up the pitch, and he doesn't stop running. He chases lost causes, and the both of them got a few rounds of applause, didn't they, for the effort?
Yeah, I also think our midfield must have done something right, because but for his penalty, I didn't even notice Morgan Gibbs-White playing.
No.
Apart from at the end.
That's what I mean. Apart from the pen, I didn't really notice him.
Yeah. I don't know about this. Pablo looked shagged after 10 minutes. I don't know, I don't think he did, not up close. I think he looked like an enthusiastic youngster running around. He looked like an excited Labrador, I thought.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. That is, he came on really ready to impress, running about everywhere. He really wanted to make a good first impression.
Yeah.
But, it is settled down a bit. I think he'll be a good player.
I hope so. I think we've overpaid for both of them, but that's not our problem, right? Our problem is, will they be able to deliver the goods? And so that's what we need them to do. Really.
They'll both score 20 plus in the championship, Gary.
Will they both spear in the championship?
Yeah,
that's the question, right? That's the question. The rumour is Tatty's not even unpacked his suitcase. Just kidding. Right. So let's talk about what's next. Nuno, as a result of that. Now, I definitely expected, if he lost to Wolves and Forest, I thought he was gone, Nuno. But no, he's still there. And apparently they're still backing him. So he's still the manager. They're going to give him money. Every signing is coming through Mendes. I don't think it's the greatest of strategies, I've got to be honest. But again, I'm just going to accept it for what it is for now. Do you think he should still be there, Martyn?
The thing that worries me is that we're seeing signs of that, what we saw at Forest, where he's almost like he's trying to upset people. We've got the cuddling of the Forest fans on all the cameras after the game, the stomp down the tunnel. I'm sort of getting that vibe that he had at Forest, where it's almost like putting himself up for the sack sort of thing. But that worries me a bit, especially if we're going to give him money to spend.
Yes, I'm very worried about that. I don't think, Glenn, we can even contemplate losing on Sunday. And I don't think he can play a weakened team, because I think what we're seeing at the moment is pretty much our team. What are you going to do? You're going to put some kids in there? I don't know. I will come to Earthy afterwards when we talk about transfers, because he's one of many heading south. So Tracy, hang around for that. Let us...
A win is a win, Gary, right? So whether it's against a non-league side, whether it's against a championship side in the FA Cup, we need a win before Spurs.
Yeah,
we definitely do. We definitely do. And that was my point when we went away to Man City and rolled over. At a time where we looked like we were trying to compete and we came close to winning a few games, why did we go and sacrifice ourselves at City? Because it's all about keeping the momentum up. And especially with such a young team, don't want them to get their asses smacked like that. So I didn't see the point in just conceding that game, and that is what we did. But anyway, it's all in the past. We start with a new page, Let's talk about, well, what should we do? Should we look at the running? That we've got versus the running that they've both got? Because I personally I don't think Leeds' running is that bad. I think it's us versus Forest, right?
Well, we play Leeds on the last game of the season, don't we?
We do. When you look at their running, though, let me just bring it up, right? Because their running is I don't know. Our one looks a bit harder than Leeds' one, is what I'm saying. I think that if you look down here, Forest they've got it a little bit tough. Go down the bottom here. They've got Arsenal. And they've got Europe, right? So Arsenal, Braga, Brentford away, tough game. Palace at home, that's going to be tough. Away to Leeds, tough. Wolves at home, easy. Liverpool, Brighton away, tough. City away, tough. Fulham at home. They are a bit of a bogey side for Forest, Fulham, right? They beat them a few weeks ago, albeit away. I know, Tottenham, That could be black or white, who knows? Villa, Burnley, Sunderland, Chelsea, Newcastle, Man U and Bournemouth. I mean, there are a lot of tough games there. There's not many sort of givens, easy home games. You could argue that Bournemouth on the final day would be pretty easy. Burnley at home will be pretty easy. In our case, usually Fulham at home is pretty easy, but it wasn't, was it? Wolves at home is pretty easy. So they've got 3 games out of all those games, which are probably, you could say, are easily winnable. But as we saw recently, you don't those games are, that is our problem. The winnable games, we've not been getting any points. The ones we thought we might not get any points, like away to Bournemouth, like at home to Newcastle, they're the ones we turned up. So do you think we're going to just do it the hard way?
That would be so West Ham, wouldn't it?
That would be West Ham. I've always got a view that when you come towards the end of the season, you want to be playing the teams that are mid-table, that ain't got nothing to play for. You don't want to be playing teams scrapping for their life, and you don't want to be playing teams that are playing for Europe.
Well, exactly that.
Newcastle should be out of it, but out of any sort of contention by then, we hope. Arsenal might have even won the title by then. We've got them at home. Brentford away is a nightmare. Everton at home is winnable. Palace, Palace are away. We're usually better at Selhurst Park than we are at home.
Yeah.
Right.
Palace is a really interesting one, Gary, because I don't know when you recall managers like with Allardyce, and I think we saw it with Moyes, when the players know that manager's not signing a new contract and he's going at the end of the season, the form just drops off massively. And I think Palace have taken a real big dive off in the last few weeks now that they know that Glasner's not staying.
Is he not? Is he going?
Yeah, he's going. He's not signing a new contract, so he's going at the end of the season. Then you've got Gay's linked with a move away. Wharton's linked with a move away. They've obviously lost Eze as well. So,
God, they're doing a West Ham. They've won a cup, and now they're going to dive. They're going to nosedive. Wolves at home is it's got to be a win, right? Villa away, we'll lose. City at home, we'll lose. Fulham away, we've got a chance of winning there. We've got a decent record away at Fulham. Away to Liverpool, we lose. Home to Bournemouth has got to be a win. Home to Man U could definitely be a win. Away to Burnley, win. Away to Chelsea, lose. Home to Sunderland. I'm not writing that one off. If we play well, make a few signings and sign up that defence, that's winnable. Even Spurs away is winnable. We'll have Wan-Bissaka back by then. But the problem is with all these winnable games is we just pretty much, we got 1 point out of 4 winnable games just now. That's the problem. So nothing.
You look at Forest, we need to win 3 games if they don't get another point. I mean, that is quite a serious situation, isn't it? But Forest aren't going to pick up that many points, but I just hope we win some games, because we're looking at games, are they winnable? Well, I think every other team in that league looks at us as the most winnable game, because even Wolves have picked up their first win. So
this is the problem. It's that stadium. It's the home venue. People are treating it. It's not really an away game for people, is it?
No.
That's what it feels like. That's why I think on the road has got to be our best bet. We have no home advantage at all, do we?
No, that's what I watched Leeds and it's a fortress with like the loud, it's a hard place to play. They've got that massive advantage. Crowd are up for it.
Yeah,
we just have not got that at all.
No.
When I message you on Wednesday, Gary, I'm always trying to look at any small positive that I can claw together to give me hope until the end of the season. And one of the things that I said to you was that if the window had closed, we'd signed the players, Nuno had been given the backing, and then we had those so-called 4 winnable games. Yeah. And we lost. We got 1 point from those 4 games, then 100% totally deflated. I think the thing is that we've only just signed those 2 players. They both, I thought, made a decent account of themselves, and they look like they're still backing Nuno. So let's see what that squad looks like come the end of January. We'll see whether Forest have strengthened. We'll see whether Leeds have strengthened, because we might be going into the last 4 months of the season, actually, with a different looking 11.
Also, we've got Diouf and Wan-Bissaka to come back as well, right?
Yeah. Diouf made the semis tonight, by the way. He's they won in the AFCON. So, but Wan-Bissaka's on his way back.
Right. Okay. So, because we're talking about the squad, then we might as well just cover the transfers now, right? So let's go through them. Let's go through all of the transfer news. This will be fun. I must admit, I'm a little bit underwhelmed at a lot of these players. So we've completed the signings of Tats, Castellanos, Pablo, Adama Traore bubbled back up today, bubble back up to the surface. Will likely get done after AFCON if Nuno is still here. I mean, the only way Nuno's getting fired, I think, he won't get fired if we lose to QPR. He might get fired if we lose to QPR and get battered by Spurs, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I think he knows that as well. Charlie Cresswell, this is the player we really need. But he seems to have an unpreferred agent, an agent that is not one, he's had the same agent since he was a kid. The agent only looks after 2 players. There's no way that Mendes is going to go in there and shove the agent out.
No.
In reality, that's why we're not getting Charlie Cresswell, I think.
Yeah, you're right. We could have done this deal in the summer when we sold Aguirre. The money was there just to do this. He was ready to come back to England. It wouldn't have cost us anything with the Aguirre money, but they obviously wanted the funds.
Yeah. Here's where it gets a little bit sketchy. So apparently we are still talking about Raheem Sterling, believe it or not. Yeah. There was an update today. We're still talking to Chelsea. It won't go away. That just smells of a Sullivan signing. The sort of glamour striking. This one here is very hot. Bright Aquo Ari B. Catchy little name. Walking in an Aquo Ari B Wonderland. Yeah.
That's going to be another abbreviation, isn't it? That's going to be the BAAM.
Yeah, exactly. So he's German under 21 international, playing for Braga in Portugal. Market rated €7 million, 6 million quid. That means we'll pay about 35 million for him if Mendes is doing the deal. He's played for Norwich, Chelsea, and Munich. He's even got a European Cup on a Champions League win on his record. At that age, it ain't too bad. So it actually registers as homegrown.
Oh, yes, that one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not that's not a bad. That's not a bad thing. What else we got? Ethan Pinnock has been big in the news today. So this is a 32-year-old centre half who played most of the season last year. If you look at his record, 33 appearances, 28 starts. Got the users sub 5 times last year. So he was a regular for Brentford last year.
Yeah, he's tall as well, and he's good in the air. I'd take that all day long.
I think if a centre back can header a ball, we need him.
Yeah, for sure. His injury record, not too bad actually. He was out for 43 days in 24, but there's no recurring hamstring in there. Knee injury for 73. He's had no really long injuries, right? So that's good. He does seem to be a half decent defender, this guy. So we've been offered him by Brentford. Right, that is the thing. We've got one domestic loan already in Igor. We can have another one, but we really want to send Igor back to Brighton. But that's up to Brighton. All right. So I think that would be a sensible signing. That could be another Dogs of War Dawson type, which is what we desperately need, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd rather do something like this. Someone who's already in the country, hits the ground running, but he knows the league. I'd do a few of them. We need a couple of centre backs. Yeah.
I don't know why we linked with this guy, Alpha Toure. 19 years old for Mets. That market value, 1.5 million, defensive midfielder. Very, very, apparently he's got a load of, athleticism and energy and all that kind of stuff. But I just don't see why we'd do that now. I don't see why. I think that's a bullshit link, to be honest.
That's the last thing we need is another young midfield player.
No, that's right. This one here, Stefan Ortega Moreno, goalkeeper, because we're trying to get shot off. We'll go to the outgoings in a minute. 33-year-old. I like my goalkeepers old. Experienced goalkeeper. Yeah. It's always good for me, to be honest. 33 ain't old for a keeper, is it?
No.
He's turned up for City a number of times as well. I think that link, we reached out to James Trafford, didn't we? To see whether they'd be open to that, but they came back with Ortega. So I think
that's exactly what it says in the update, actually. We asked about James Trafford and they refused, said, how about this geezer instead? 38 appearances last year for City. So he can't exactly be over the hill, can he?
No.
Nah.
They want a permanent deal. He's in the last few months of his contract. They want a permanent deal. They want to get a few quid out of him, basically. Bento apparently wants to go Genoa. This is the other one, the other keeper, Kinski from Spurs.
One, isn't it?
Yeah. So No, there's no notes on that one. Has he played for Spurs?
Can't be signing Spurs players in a relegation dogfight. There'll be secret agents.
No,
I don't want to trade with Spurs at all. Don't want to sell them players, buy players from them. Let's just shut that door.
He's not really played for Spurs, right? He played for Slavia Prague last year. He played for, who are they? Pardubice? Oh, fuck knows. The year before. But yeah, so I don't know whether I'd much rather had that Stefan Ortega Moreno, frankly. Yeah. I don't think the other links on here, Aki, Strand Larson, don't want him, Yeo or the other geezer are coming. So let's have a look at the outgoing. So Guillaume and Fulkrug gone. Rodriguez, strangely, is going to Juventus as speculated. They need a new cone for training. Apparently, that's the note I put in here. So,
I think the Juventus boss is Argentinian, isn't he?
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know whether he's an ex-national boss, but he certainly knows Guido.
Anyway, it's going to be slower over there, so it'll probably suit him, right? Callum Marshall, I think, has already gone on loan, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Where was it? To Bochum.
He's gone to a second division German side. I can't remember the name of them.
Yeah, VfL Bochum. That's who they are. So,
doing good.
Yeah, I mean, they've been in Europe, I think, Bochum. They're not a little side. This one troubles me because if you look at the goals that we've scored this year, top of the charts is Jared with 7. Second is Callum Wilson with 4. And we're letting him go. Yeah. Why are we not keeping him for a couple of months?
This is what gets me with this. I'm hearing reports that he's not happy because he was on a pay as you play, and we
don't care. I don't care that he's not happy. Do you?
Yeah, no. But what this tells me is when we signed him, we told him we weren't going to buy any striker in the summer. He was going to be number 1. Now he's upset. So that's what we're dealing with as an ownership and recruitment model.
Yeah, but he was never going to... Who told him he was going to be number 1 on a pay-as-you-play deal? I mean, the fact that someone actually said that is scandalous.
Yeah.
I think it's because of his base pay being so low. He probably thought at least he'd be making appearances. But if he's now been told by Nuno he's third choice and unlikely to get any appearances, then
I did add Jill Jerfy in here earlier. I don't know where he's gone, but Jill Jerfy obviously linked to going back to Bristol, and we have extended we've taken the option on his contract for another year, in order to facilitate that rest of the season in Bristol. So that'd be good for him. He ain't getting a game at the moment. I'm all behind these loans. Get him out playing proper football, yeah? Igor, your time is up, mate. You got to go. That was a waste of time. Who else we got? James Ward-Prowse. 5 days ago, he said he wants to go back to Southampton. That is the link. I don't know whether it'd be loan with an option or do some cheap deal. Sully will probably expect that, except 3 million for him, I expect, because that's the way it works.
Did you see Nuno was asked about him today in the presser?
Yeah, and he said him, Manson, Rodriguez, and one other were they knew the score or something, didn't he?
Yeah, he said like James knows the situation from the moment I got here. So Christ knows what's happened between them two.
I hate that, I think that's really unprofessional from Nuno to do something like that, to bomb someone out. I said it the other day, but anyway, it is what it is. But not everyone gets on. So Palmeiras, Lucas Paqueta wants to go back to Palmeiras. I don't think we can let him go at the moment after what happened to our midfield up in Wolves. I think we've got to keep him for the rest of the season if we've got any chance of staying up, unless we replace him, right?
Yeah, I think you made a really good point on the last show I was on with you, Gary, about having that experienced midfielder in with the youngsters. So when you've got your Brentford that have got Henderson and Sunderland that have got Xhaka, I think having 3 21-year-olds in there, they need that experienced head in there. And I didn't think Paqueta actually had a decent game against Forest, but I don't know whether he brings a calmness to the others or that experienced head with him. But I certainly think you need somebody in there.
You know what it is? I think he's the glamour boy, isn't he? He plays for Brazil. He's probably got the respect of the squad because of what he does with the ball. He's got the attitude to go with it as well. He's very arrogant. I think that's the sort of probably the leader in midfield they look at, whether we think he plays well or not, right? So you wouldn't you? If you were 21 and you're playing alongside a year old Brazil international, you'd look up to him, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And other teams fear him. Other teams fear him. You know that. Even though he doesn't produce very often, they still fear him. They have to do a job on him.
Yeah, he takes their attention, and when he's in bastard mode, and we're going to have games like that where we need a bastard on that pitch.
Completely. The only thing that bothers me is Spurs are interested, and that can't. He doesn't want to go to Spurs, by the way. He wants to go Palmeiras. So I reckon let him go back to Brazil in the summer. Right. The last one, Mads Manson. Obviously, this was always going to happen. So he's linked with various clubs, quite a few actually. You know, when we bought him, we were in a battle with Chelsea to sign Mads Hermansen. You know, it feels pretty odd now, doesn't it?
It's mad how that one's panned out. So many people were speaking so highly of him. Like, I don't. And then when we see him up close, he looks too small to be a goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think I don't get
that signing.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, it just didn't work. I think it's just because the players in the Premier League are just that much better, right? They're much higher quality. Started putting the ball in the corners, didn't they? Yeah. You couldn't reach. You needed a step ladder.
Oh, that first game couldn't have gone any worse for him. It's hard to recover from that.
Yeah, it really is.
Can't even remember who we played now. It's Sunderland, weren't it?
See, stats are stats, Mac. West Ham great again, and I agree with you. Stats are bloody awful. It's the presence rather than the stats that I'm thinking about. Put yourself in. If you'd have seen that team, you probably seen the team at Wolves, whether you were there or whether you watched it on telly, you saw how clueless that midfield was. And that was as a result, the way I saw it, of taking Paqueta out of midfield. It could have been. It might not have been, but it might have had something to do with it. And I think it did.
It's also a sign of a struggling team as well. I mean, Kudus was fucking average last season.
Yeah.
You know, he's got his big move, and I wouldn't say he's been massively successful at Spurs, to be honest. I've heard he's out injured now for 3 months. I wouldn't say he's set the world alight.
Didn't he go to the AFCON?
No, they didn't qualify.
Oh, no. So he's doing AFCON then without going to AFCON.
Yeah. I hear loads of Spurs fans moaning about him. He goes missing, doesn't he? The potential's there, but needs someone to really get hold of him.
We should have really taken all the clips of all those Spurs fans fucking gloating, the things that they were, you know, the intro video where he walked through the door and they put the doctor put the thing on his chest and he said to the doctor, he's all you see, is all you hear is Tottenham Hotspur, or is all you see is Tottenham Hotspur in there, doctor, something like that. Yeah, it's just nauseating. But we should keep that stuff for use later, but never think of it, right?
Yeah, I watched one of Spurs games the other week, and he was doing that stroppy thing. You know, where he was like, "It's not my fault; it's the rest of the team's fault." That's what we saw basically from when he come back from AFCON, weren't it? He was good that first half of the season, and then we never see that again, really.
I was having a chat last week with one of Dodgy's mates down in at Wolves. Nice guy. He works at one of the shopping villages. What was it, Bicester Shopping Village or something? And they get a load of stars down there and had lots of footballers. And he was saying about Kudus, he said he was fucking rude. He's just so up himself, right? That doesn't surprise me when you look at the way he acts.
Yeah, there were loads of reports that he didn't get on with people in the dressing room at West Ham, so that doesn't surprise me.
Ooh, Forest. We lost at Wrexham once, do you remember? Mickey Thomas.
Cool, yeah. Cool, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah, in the snow. Orange ball. They are crap, Forest. That is the thing. And that's why I'm picking them out, because I don't think Leeds are crap. And Forest, even though it kind of paid dividends early in the season to have the European games, honestly, it ain't going to help them in the second half if they're struggling against relegation. It really ain't, because it's just going to play on their legs, isn't it? It's just going to be, I don't think that can possibly help you. They're going to get stuffed by Braga or something like they did a few weeks ago.
Yeah, they're the ones we're going to catch out of all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's going to drop like a stone as well. It happens every season. I'm not quite sure what team it is yet.
I know Bournemouth got to win against Spurs, but watch them as well, mate. Now Semenyo's gone.
Everyone keeps saying that, and then other people say, don't be so stupid. You know, I don't know whether it's stupid or not. Well, they are mid-table obscurity at the moment, QPR, in the Championship, right? They are, if you look at their results, they've got a pretty bad recent. I mean, look, there's a lot of losses in there. We've conceded 39 goals, scored 38. Not exactly potent. but they do lose most of the time. There's a few wins spattered around against Hull and Blackburn and West Brom.
London
Birmingham.
derby in the cup, though, Gary. Come on, we know that don't make a difference.
Yeah, it will be slightly different. And the rumour, but they are just an average mid-table championship side. They're not up the top. They're not blowing teams away. I do think that getting knocked out of the FA Cup is bad for us. I think we need to stay in the FA Cup, don't you?
Yeah, I think this game's really important. I think that this is a perfect opportunity to get. We haven't hardly seen any wins in that stadium.
Yeah.
Let's put on a real good performance, get some confidence in these new players. This is a big opportunity. It could turn our season round. I know it sounds ridiculous, but
I mean, look, wins do, and it doesn't matter where the wins are. I think you said it earlier, Pete. It doesn't matter where they are, as long as you win.
And I've wanted a cup run for years now, and that was when we were doing decent in the league. I really want one.
Yeah.
That's what Johnski 5439 says. QPR game's double-edged sword. If we win, it could well be the springboard the players and fans confidence. If we lose, I don't even want to think about that. Danny says big local day out for QPR. Yes, and they're going to have 9,000 official and apparently 6,000 unofficial dotted around the ground. So that could end well.
Standard game in the London Stadium, then, isn't
it? Yeah. So it's a neutral venue, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, though, if Nuno tries to low block us that game and we're just sitting back and they've got possession, that can't happen, can it? We've actually got to put on an attacking performance in that game.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Kante get some minutes in that.
Yeah, that'd be good. QPR could put our form up and have a complete like. Yeah, I know they could, but I didn't want to put ours up. Ours is fact. You want to look at ours? Fucking hell, it's a shocker.
That's a great comment. That is, to be fair.
Yeah. I know. It is a shocker, right? The Spice Girls song was "To Become One" because tonight is the night we get beat 2-1.
Well played. Well played.
Yeah, it's very good. Have a look up the top there at the form. There's a lot of L's in there, isn't there? And not many greens, not many wins.
That's what I was thinking earlier. That Nuno's been here, 16 games and won twice. So if he's to stay to the end of the season, we're halfway through his reign. It's got 17 games left. If
you look at this, see that one there, that draw there in the middle, right? If you look down here, it was Everton, wasn't it? So if we go to, where are you, Everton?
That was the first game, wasn't it?
That one there, right? That is his first game. So if you go from there, like loss, win. See, they stick out like a sore thumb, those two now, don't they? Draw, loss, draw, loss, draw, loss. I mean, it just looks so shit, doesn't it?
Some of them games we could have won as well. The Bournemouth one was 2-0 up. Shocking what happened in that game. The Brighton was winning that. The Villa game, I still don't understand how we lost. That was a really great performance.
Well, you can go back to the first game. He tried to wrap it up at Everton and ended up conceding late. We could have got 3 points there, right? Didn't try against Arsenal. Brentford, that was a appalling selection. Leeds was an appalling selection.
Oh, God. That week.
I know. Best performance under him so far, I think, is Newcastle, where we beat him.
Right.
Yeah. Burnley, we nearly come unstuck, but we edged it. We should have beat Bournemouth. That's normal. We did well. That was a good performance there, Man U. Brighton, we should have won. Referee. Yep. Villa, we should have beaten them that night, right?
Yeah.
City, normal. Fulham, you've got to beat Fulham. You've got to beat Brighton. Referee stole it off of us again. Wolves, you've got to beat Wolves. You cannot do anything but beat Wolves. And Forest are average at best. You've got to beat Forest. So really, it's just our own doing. It ain't like we've been beaten. It's like we've beaten ourselves, isn't it?
Yeah, you look at them games as well, how many times we conceded 2 goals, 3 goals. That means you've got to score 3-4 goals to win a game.
I know.
We're making it so hard for ourselves with that defence. That's why I'd sort that. That's the main thing we've got to sort, is to get a proper centre half in there.
Well, yeah, I want that geezer from Brentford. I really do. He looks like like the business. For us, it'd be perfect. Arthur Bushby 4182, Wrexham 2, Forest now. They're showing us the way, aren't they?
Be interested to see what team they've put out, because they've actually got a massive squad, Forest.
Well, I can show you. I can show you. I don't know if it'll come up, but I can show you.
I saw warming up, and I've heard that there's big payments involved if he makes a number of appearances. But the midfielder Douglas Luiz was warming up, didn't come on the other night.
Oh God,
got a strong old bench.
Yeah, so if we go in here, what we got? This is their starting lineup. So compared to the other night, I think.
God, tell me if that knows Zinchenko was there. He didn't play the other night, did he?
No. They've got players coming out of their arse in that club. I tell you, he's spent so much money.
Yeah, well, they even took a point deduction, didn't they? That's how much he wanted success. He thought, don't worry about the point deduction.
Yeah.
Let's just get a squad in here. It's the complete opposite of our recruitment.
Yeah, they've got Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs White, and everybody on the bench. It's not their strongest side, but I don't know whether they care or not. They probably don't. No, but there you go.
She's worried about that.
Yeah. So they're going to lose. They're out. And we won't get them in the next round. Gary, please advertise your early show. Yeah. Go on the Bobby Moore stand, YouTube. By the way, subscribe if you haven't already to the Bobby Moore stand on YouTube. Give the video a like. Hit the bell notification icon. Give us a hype. Yeah, a good video. Went down well, actually. It's got tons and tons of views from earlier. And it is true, sadly. It's about a bald leak. So I won't tell you where from, but yeah, it's it's not good. But really, I was thinking as I was reading it, because it was a bit depressing to read it, but I was thinking as I was reading it, there's nothing in here that we didn't kind of guess was in here, right? You know what I mean? It was just like a lot of that stuff. We knew. Chris and I tried this thing early in the summer to be really positive. Until we knew whether Sullivan would back Potter or not. And it's very clear after a couple of weeks that it was not. He weren't backing him. Right? But we tried to do false positivity for a few weeks. Just let's start off. I think if you start off down here miserable, there's nowhere to go. You can't get more miserable. We thought we'd start up here happy and then sort of gradually come away. Right? Yeah. I don't know. Look, everyone's got an opinion on Nuno. I know my opinion. I think he should have been gone by now. Trouble is, I do agree with Chris. Who would Sullivan bring in? You know, what do we do? Bring another manager in, and now he's got Moyes, Potter, Lopetegui, and Nuno's players to deal with.
This is it. It's just like an ever-decreasing circle, isn't it? Like the next manager's different style from the previous one, and then he's got to try and fit them players into another system. The recruitment, whoever's in charge of that changes every time. The agent changes. It's like a complete mess, isn't it? No plan, no direction. Everything's short-sighted.
That's how Everton ended up spending £1 billion.
Yeah,
I know.
They had a manager that was defensive. They wanted attacking football. Attacking manager changed the entire squad. Didn't work. Went defensive, and they flip-flop between that, and they just end up wasting money overhauling the entire squad. Yeah.
By the way, is El Chico in the chat tonight? Because if you are, I saw a message from you the other night saying you wanted to give out some cards at the game on Sunday, right? So, yes, need to get in touch.
Okay. You didn't see me on 15 minutes. I held this up for a whole minute on 15 minutes. Everything I do, I'll be 15 minutes into a task at work. I'll just hold this up.
Yeah, Ruben Amorim and go available again. The thing is, right?
I'm going to say, Martin, your wife's going to be really mad at you.
Yeah, when he came for the interview, Amorim, he told Sullivan he wanted to replace the whole squad because it's all shit. Right? He was right, and that's when Sullivan got on the phone to get Lopetegui in. Right? I think Pablo looked okay, but he looked like an excitable youngster. I don't think he did give away the free kick that led to the goal that shouldn't have been, but Sariola's to be fault on it, and that was just a mistake as well. It's just like everything fell in the wrong place, didn't it? It was just a bad luck after bad luck. But I thought he looked all right, Pablo. He just looked like an excitable youngster. I don't think he looked knackered up close. He didn't look tired to me. Did you, Pete?
No, I think he looked all right. As you say, he just looked full of energy. I mean, you can get that adrenaline dump anyway, can't you? I mean, he's playing in front of, 45,000, if you're led to believe, although they said it was, what did they say? It was nearly 60,000, didn't they? Which he definitely wasn't. But it's his Premier League debut.
Has Amorim ever played in goal? Because if he hasn't, then he's no good to us. We need ex-goalkeepers only. manage this club now. All right. Forest won't care if they go out tonight, and we don't know that, but it's very likely, isn't it? It's very likely. I think they've got Europe as well to worry. Well, they have got Europe to worry about, so that will be their concern. We didn't worry about the domestic cups when we were in Europe, did we? Really?
No, they won't be interested in the FA Cup.
And indeed, Tats did run his nut off.
He had that chance as well in the first half. Do you remember it?
Yeah.
He sort of shinned it and it bounced off like 50p leg.
Yeah, yeah.
On another day, that just bounces in. The keeper don't save it. It's just our luck that night was terrible. Forest's goal that looped over. It's just that everything went against us.
That was such a fucking fluke, that goal. And our goal really should have been allowed, the one from Somerville, and it was a great finish by Somerville. We're fucking asking him to do that, haven't we?
He needed that so badly as well, didn't he?
So frustrating, because that's all he needs, isn't it? I'm sure once he scores a couple of goals, we're going to see that end product, because it is there. We've seen it at Leeds.
He got the assist taken away from him as well, didn't he?
And say again?
He got the assist taken away from him as well, didn't he? Because Souček flicked it on and it ended up being an own goal.
Yeah.
Martin, is this true? 15 minutes on the toilet and you're holding up your red card?
You've got to get in that routine, Chris. Yeah. I thought he was on holiday. He's always trying to get at me, isn't he? Trying to wind me up.
Yeah, always. Right. So let's, what's next? So QPR, we've got a few questions for you. People in the chat. Give us the name of players who have played for both clubs, QPR and West Ham United, over the years.
It's amazing how many iconic ones as well, like really popular for us.
Yes. I mean, especially one in particular, right? One
in mine. I've got the list, I'm afraid. So,
yeah.
Well, the obvious one's Trevor Sinclair.
Correct.
He's got no neck. Rufus Brevitt. He's got no neck. Martin Allen and Clive Allen. Yes. Yeah, they both played for QPR, didn't they? Yeah. Phil Parkes, of course. Yeah. That's top marks of Phil Parkes. What else? Yes. I mean, fucking hell, we got
Ferdinand.
Goddard. I mean, fucking hell, it was so many good players. No, Di Canio didn't play. He played for Charlton. Trevor Sinclair and Andy. Oh, Impey was the one with no neck, wasn't it? Or was it Brevitt? Which one?
Andy Impey, he had the high shoulders, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. No neck. Sir Les
Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Very, very brave player, Les Ferdinand. Okay, so who else we got? I think that's it, isn't it? Rob Green. Did he play for them?
Rob Green, yeah.
Yeah?
He did.
Let's go through the list. I've got your list here. Yeah, he did. God, there's some obscure ones on here. Give us some obscure ones. We've had all the good ones, right?
Yossi Benayoun as well. Don't forget Yossi.
Did Yossi play for QPR?
Yeah, he went on loan. He was there with Redknapp, wasn't he, I think?
Ah, wow. Wow. What monster am I on tonight? It is a pink variety. It's called Ultra Rosa.
Well done, Clair, with Bobby Zamora as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bobby Zamora.
Rob Green. Rio and Anton. I knew about Anton. Didn't know about Rio.
Yeah, Rio went there when the Formula One fellow, the Malaysian Airlines.
Of course he did, yeah.
Ah, right.
He was at the back with Samba. Was it Christopher Samba they signed from Blackburn as well? They threw a lot of money at it.
Bobby Z, Paul Konchesky, General Pardew. Pardew managed them as well, did he? Bloody hell. There's a lot of stuff here. Martin Rowland.
Keith Rowland,
yeah, not Martin Rowland. Yeah. That's it.
Who can forget Maiga? Let's not forget Maiga.
Madibo Maiga played for them.
Yeah.
No. Bloody hell. When you look down this list.
And
Christ,
one of our great captains as well, Steve Lomas.
Yeah, we have stripped them of their best parts over the years, haven't we?
A lot of them have gone. They've gone to QPR after they finished with us as well towards the end of their career.
Yeah. So Ludo went there, did he? Ludo. I didn't think Ludo.
Yeah, Ludo did. Yeah.
Oh, right. I didn't realise we let him go.
Claire.
Ravel Morrison, yes.
Yeah.
Ravel Morrison.
Gary O'Neill.
Yeah. So I think pretty much everyone here. Right, the missing ones: Harrison Ashby, Tal Ben Haim, Kieran Dyer, Danny Gabidon.
Yeah,
here's a good one: Jordan Ugill.
Jordan, the Bubbles.
Jordan
how
Ugill.
did we forget him?
Yeah. Claire's love interest.
Yes.
Dowie. Yeah. That was there. Okay, who else we got? Winchesky, Lomas, Maiga. I'm trying to find the ones that ain't been mentioned.
Nigel Quasi.
Just now. Nigel Quasi.
Neil Ruddock.
Neil Ruddock.
Mario Zarate.
So basically, yeah, the audience got about 85% of the names on this big long list. Well done, everyone.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, good question that was. That's one of Pete's. He's good at questions. So let's ask you one more. If we get relegated, right? So look, it's not the end of the world if we get relegated. I've faced up to it already. It either happens or it don't. In the the thumbnail I did for tonight, can you see light at the end of the tunnel? Well, I'm not sure I can see light at the end of the tunnel. Is all I see is championship at the end of the tunnel. I hope to be delighted in the second half of the season. But there are some good things about going down. Number one, we get to go to some grounds that we ain't been to at all, or we haven't been to in a long time, right? We get to not have VAR.
Yeah.
We get more games. And this is the best bonus, right? You know, at the moment, because they do this lottery shit for the away tickets, there'll be a lot more away tickets available. People can build up their away points. So if we did happen to bounce back in the first couple of years, you could go back to the Premier League with a shitload of away points. They're the positives. Yeah. I have no more. So tell us if you can think of any other positives, and tell us if there's a ground you'd like to go. I've never seen West Ham play anything but a final in Wales. I've never been to Wrexham or Swansea or Cardiff. They are abroad, right, as we know. So, we get to play free. You could call it Europe, couldn't you? Free European games. Yeah?
Yeah, the obvious highlight would be the 2 games against Millwall as well, but they might
That's
even
what
come up
yet. Millwall. Yeah, Millwall. I'll tell you what, the last games against Millwall were no fun. But who put the ball in the Pikey's net? Winston Reid.
Yeah.
Claire's on fire with our comments tonight. Yeah, we get to see old Cresswell again as well next season.
Oh yeah, is he signed a 2-year contract, or is he done? I mean, look, he's got more than a year left in him, hasn't he?
Yeah, so, sure.
That is a real love interest, Cresswell. I think he's got good, lovely, neat hair, and he Clair. The new Den is going to become an even newer Den. Even fucking Millwall were getting a new stadium that's better than ours.
Who would have thought it? All these teams building new stadiums.
The ones I've seen today, Leeds, lovely new stadium coming out. The VAR has ruined football. It genuinely ruined the football watching experience. And ball goes in the net, you celebrate, but then in your back in mind, you're thinking, should I be celebrating?
Yes. Just looking for ways to cancel goals out for me.
Yeah. The biggest issue I've got with it is obviously it's still down to interpretation of people that haven't played the game. But the thing I hate the most about it is that if it actually helps the other team, because you feel dejected after you've had a goal ruled out, and it gives them a massive, massive pump up. And I think that's what happened with Forest. I think Forest thought they were down and out, and then it just totally turned the tide of the game. There was no way we were going to weather that storm for the next 30 minutes.
No chance. What's that? The kitty litter box. What the bloody hell's going on here in the chat? Proper tackling, says Barry. Proper. Yeah, no VAR. So, yeah. Whatever Kretinsky starts his business. No, I ain't getting into that tonight. You watch Birmingham v Coventry on Sunday. It was a great week. Yeah, look, it's exciting. There's more goals because the defences are crap, right? So there's more goals. There's no VAR. The refs are probably better. They probably let the game flow a little bit. The Premier League is just so sanitised now, So I don't, as long as we don't go out of business.
One positive that's not, I don't think has been mentioned in the chat. There's obviously a lot of comments going up. Is that we do have a really good crop of youngsters that will all fill that team. We love seeing the youngsters come through.
That might be the best point of all, right? We've got a shitload of great youngsters, many of them have had loan spells in the Championship already.
Yeah.
Right. We could get Wilson back to be the striker. I do worry that we're going to.
And Antonio.
Antonio, yeah, he'd probably be good for another 5 years, wouldn't he? Another 5 years in the Championship. Earthy and Potts, they're the ones. Potts, he was brilliant in the Championship, right? Yeah, Earthy did bloody well down there as well. He'll be right up for it.
Yeah, Myers, I think has been good when he's come on as well.
Yeah,
Myers looks like a proper player in my opinion. He looks like a right solid player, decent pace, doesn't make mistakes. Doesn't seem to. I saw him misplace a pass once. Good. That was about it.
Yeah, he normally plays in like a back three for the under-21s, doesn't he? So he can play centrally as well. It's good prospects.
Do you think Sullivan's getting discounted postage and packing from Krasinski? Would you give Sullivan discount postage and packing if you were Krasinski? I would.
Great comments tonight. There really is.
Somerville was the player of the season in the Championship. He scored shitloads of goals, didn't he?
Yeah.
See, that could be the key to Somerville's success with us.
I think we'd have one of the youngest squads in the Championship, you know. I
think we would, yeah. Yeah. It's not the tactics of Nuno, it's the mindset of the players. We need a leader. Bowen is not a leader, unfortunately. We never gave Marshall Earthy enough game time. Yeah, and that was something I said on that other show, because that was something that came out. They even chatted with Bowen about taking the captaincy away, and he was fine with it, right? You know, he's a realist. But there was literally no one else to give it to. There was no other vocal leaders because the club's policy was to flush out all of the older high earners, like Cresswell, like Vlad, people like that. And they wouldn't give it to Souček or Areola because they were in that category. They were due to be sold as well.
Did you see Bowen's interview afterwards?
Yeah.
Like where he said he knows that the fans don't think he's worthy of being the captain and that he wants to prove them right. He thinks he wants to prove them wrong. He thinks he is captain material. And I really felt for him actually because it's obviously got to him.
I feel for him, and there's nothing would give me more pleasure than to see him absolutely fucking become the captain that we need. But I think a lot of it is to do with the rest of the team. You can't just have one vocal player, can you? You've got to have lots of vocal players. People have got to give and take. You know, when Noble used to shout at players, they used to shout back, right? You've got to be a bit of spirit in the team. So part of me is thinking that. He's sort of thinking, what would happen at the moment if Bowen started balling at Kilman? He'd probably go into his shell even more, wouldn't he?
Yeah. It's not a good team. Everything is reflective of how bad the team is, isn't it? It's a difficult team to be a captain in, especially if you're not a natural leader, like loud one.
Well, if you think when we got relegated last time, the most important signing we made was Kevin Nolan.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We needed somebody to come in as a captain, take ownership of that team, and totally lead, and that's what he did.
Yeah, this is what I would do: black out the upper tiers, crowd out the lower tiers. I would do that in a heartbeat. You know.
That's what I was just about to say. That's another positive that could come from this, because it might force them to do something in that stadium. We might have to relocate and just get everyone in the right positions where they want to sit.
Yeah. See, what I'd like to say to Bowen, if I could speak to him, I'd like to say, you're not really the captain for this team, right? Because this set of players that you've been given, they're not capable of operating on his level, right? There's a lot of youngsters coming through. He can't do the vocal thing of geeing up youngsters when he's playing on the right-hand side of the pitch, can he?
No.
Really?
Yeah, it's like he's got a weight on his shoulders. I noticed, I don't know if you see it on Tuesday night, but someone went to take a quick throw in and he wasn't even looking, and he could have run down the wing. He'd normally be on
I love
that.
The guy, right? I love the guy, and it's going to be a fucking heartbreaker, a choker if we have to sell him. We go down and we have to sell him. It really is. I mean, he's one player who genuinely should be with us for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
Rather than taking whatever it is, you know, whatever we're going to get for him at the end of the year, to sell him to bloody Palace or something, you know, because he ain't going to one of the top teams now, not with his form. But yeah, if I could sort that situation out, I would, because I think if you took that captaincy pressure off of him, you'd see Bowen again. You'd see him.
Yeah. There's a serious lack of leadership. I think there's something to be said about Nuno not having his staff there as well, because he's always had that strong number 2.
That's what Pete said last week, and I've given that a bit of thought, and I do think that's a problem, actually. I do. Because when you look at what happens when things ain't going well, we've got the coaches from the academy. They're not vocal either.
No.
All right.
No,
you need that man that's the go-between between the players. He's got to delegate stuff to his team that he trusts.
I think this would be the sensible captain, I've got to be honest. And I think if we go down, I would keep him and make him captain.
Yeah.
Souček.
Yeah, we can't lose any more leaders like that.
Yeah. Do you want to hear some? Because on Sunday, we're going to do the red card thing. El Chico, if you watch this, you need to contact me. I'll tell you what you can do. Just email me. No. If you're on Twitter, DM me on Twitter. I'll pick it up, right? Anyone else that's going to the ground who wants to help with the red cards, get in touch, DM me on Twitter. I'll keep an eye on my DMs for the next couple of days. If we go down, Moyes will snap him up. Very likely, but he's getting on a bit now, Souček, for the Premier League, right? But he did do well the other night, didn't he? I think this World Cup will be Bowen's last tournament England-wise, because he'll be, I think he's 29 or 30, isn't he?
29, I think.
I thought he was 29, yeah.
Right. So he's been, he ain't going to make the next tournament. He'll be like 32. Yeah, if he doesn't make the World Cup squad, he might stay. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. Fair enough.
I think anyway he stays with Premier League football, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think so. And I honestly, with these owners, they will accept the first offer that comes in for him because, unlike at the moment, they know they can't sell him. They will say they have to sell him if we get relegated.
Yeah.
Sullivan will be on talk the day after relegation, putting him up for sale.
Yeah.
What he does.
Exactly how it's going to go.
He does.
It's the only time you hear from him, isn't it? Is when he wants to sell a big asset.
See, Souček wants to retire at West Ham. I'd love it if he did. If we went down, I think he should be. He should be the captain. Saka, Palmer, and Madueke all ahead of Bowen on the right. Yeah, I guess
strange that. So I know the form dips in and out, but that's reflective of being in this team. But his goal contribution stats are up there.
He's paid the price, Martin, for West Ham being crap.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, agree, because he's a much better player than Madueke. All day long. Madueke's stats don't even come close to Bowen's stats.
I think his goal contributions are above Saka's, they're above Mbamo. Honestly, they're so high. There'll be so many takers for him. He's homegrown. But there's no way we're keeping him in the Championship. Not with Sully.
No fucking way. We will sell, because we'll be in so much money trouble if we go down, we'll sell anything that's got a value and we get an offer on. And we'll get lowballed as well, because we don't bring money in. Right. So I've got some songs. I've got some songs for David Sullivan for the protest on Saturday. But this is not just for the red card protest. Want to get your boys, the IWA, your boys and girls from the IWA, who are all congregated in the corner of Bobby Moore. We're having this debate on WhatsApp, developing a song list. And there's some quality in there. It really is. Got about 20 songs. I'm working on a special one myself, but I won't go through that, right?
You
moved us here for a peerage, yeah. She gave up her home, she gave up her own. Now she's in the Lord, she gave up her own. Pack your bags, David Sully. Pack your bags, I say, etc. Right? David Sullivan, get out of our club. Get out of our club. I like that. There is a personal favourite I'm going to do in a minute, right? I think this is a winner. This was by Dave off the Hamish United group, right? Where is it? There's a good one. This ain't a football ground. All those little ones are really catchy, and they'll catch on. Soulless Bowie's falling down. Soulless Bowie's falling down. Poor old Sully. Build it up like Upton Park. Build it up like Upton Park. Fuck off, Brady. Upton Park, we want to go home. We want to go home. Yeah, right. Up your ass. Stick your dildos up your ass. Should have stayed at Upton Park. Stick your dildos up your ass. This is my favourite. I want you to tell me which one's your favourite, right? No more years, no more years,
Yes.
David Sully.
No more years, I say.
I love that. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, that's the
Let's
best
go back to the West Ham way.
Yeah, that worked so well because everyone remembers singing it for Declan Rice, obviously the other way around.
Well, the thing is with that one is because you remember with Declan Rice, we used to count it up, didn't we? Right? We used to count it up. You can't quite do that. But what you can do is you can get it louder and louder. You can go, no more years, then get louder, right? It can spread, and that can go on for ages, that one. Right?
Yeah,
there's so many. There's so many beautiful songs in there. A lot of imagination went into those. You know?
Yeah, no, I was enjoying that chat.
Yeah.
The good thing is I had my AirPod on and Siri was reading them to me. It's quite comical.
Yeah. I'm working on a special. But not for tonight. Right, players that we'll sell. We'll do a show on this actually at some point. But I think if you look at the squad, pull this up one more time and look at the squad. There's a lot of people we're going to be selling, right? And there ain't going to be a lot less what left once you've done that. I mean, and we got to be honest about this. What's happened here? Oh, no, that's wrong. Right, you got to be honest about who's going to remain. I mean, if you go through this squad list, I think Ariola's gone. Hermanson, we're trying to get rid of him at the moment. Fabianski might be number one again. Who knows? Kilman gone. Sadibo gone. Wan-Bissaka gone. Mavropanos gone. Walker-Peters will stay. Skulls will stay. Agued's already gone. Igor is gone very soon. Myers will stay. Golombekis will stay. Paqueta's gone. Fernandez will be gone. Malik Diouf will be gone. If they get an offer on Potts, they'll sell him, I'm telling you, but hopefully he won't go. Magassa will be gone. Ward-Prowse will be gone already. Rodriguez is going at the moment. Irving might be here. We don't seem to be able to find a buyer for him. He might become a regular.
By the end of this window, I reckon.
Souček, I hope he stays, like I said. All for the beer, for beer, Kante, Jared will be gone. Somerville, if we get an offer from him, he's going. That's the problem. He probably looks at himself as a Premier League player now. Wilson will be gone. Fulkrug gone. Guilherme gone. Marshall will still be here. We've got to build from the ground up again. Do you realise that?
Oh dear. Who's he going to put in charge of that recruitment?
Well, exactly. All we're doing is signing Nuno players at the moment. And if Nuno loses another couple of games, Nuno's going to get sacked. So it just makes it all a nonsense, doesn't it?
Yeah. I find it's hard to even think that far forward at the moment.
No.
There's so many variables we've got to go through yet.
Antonio Ryan, 72, right? Singing inside a football ground is allowed. As long as it's not abusive, it's allowed. As long as there's no obscene language. And most of those songs, there isn't. And that's why we did it that way.
Do you know the manager I'd love to take us into if we were in the Championship, the manager I'd want to spearhead, that is Bellamy.
Yeah,
I would. That'd be a dream, That'd be a dream to get Bellamy there. Someone who rates the club and the fans.
Yeah, he'd do that as well. That'd be right timing.
Sorry, Claire. Yeah, I know it's a horrible thing to think of. It really is. He stays. No, he don't. He goes. Felipe goes as well. They're not on that list at the moment, by the way. There you go. The thing is, I heard this rumour, troubling rumour, that Tatty's on a bloody fortune. We ain't going to be able to afford to keep him. No. I don't know how much Pablo's earning. To be honest, if he ain't earning an extortionate amount, maybe he'll come in and be a bit of a superstar in the Championship. That's the only one I've got any hope for.
I think he'd stay. I reckon he'd stay in the Championship.
Yeah. But yeah, we do need to do something different, and Craig Bellamy would be something different. Can you imagine Sullivan trying to screw over Bellamy?
I'm hoping it's not going to be Sullivan, to be honest.
So am I, and that is what we continue to push for. And he won't be here. He won't be here.
No, I don't.
Ignore what Whetstone and everyone else says. He won't be here. She won't be here.
What do you reckon prediction wise for Sunday then?
I'm going to feel quite confident on this one. I'm going to go for a 3-1 home win. Yeah. 2 for Felipe, 1 for Thingy. one for Tatty Tats. How about you?
I think we're gonna concede again. A couple of goals. It'll be 3-2, I reckon.
Yeah, that's what I predicted on the podcast. 3-2. I think a ding dong win. 3-2.
Oh, that'd be. I don't want a nail biter. What do you think, people in the chat? What's your predictions for Sunday? Waiting, Kieran McKenna. Yeah,
I think he might be coming up with Ipswich. They've hit some incredible form. They have.
Yeah.
They're doing well. 3-2 says Jamie B 3370. Listen, as long as we win 1-0, that'll be grim if we only win 1-0. But yeah, again, please DM me if you can volunteer to give out some cards. DM me on Twitter. I shall keep an eye on my DMs. X rather, the Bobby Moore stand on Twitter. Right, no, the BM stand. That's what it is on Twitter. I will respond to you and arrange to meet you in the supporters club or outside the supporters club to get some cards. Right, so we can do this. And for Sunderland is the one. That's the game after Spurs. That is the first time we're going to do the turn up late thing. 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's the first 12:30 kickoff we've had in a very long time as well. Can't remember too many early Saturday kickoffs.
It must be live on telly, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the
right. So that's why we're doing it. That is why we're doing it, right? We're doing the live on telly, 15 minutes outside. We want it to be impactful in the extreme. There's a lot of people predicting a loss here. It's very troubling. Very troubling. Oh, even what you're saying, 2-1 loss. Dear God. I don't know, Tracy, about what the team will be. He can't change it that much. He could do what Pete said. He could put Kante in. The kids that have been coming on from the bench. So Myers can get a game. Kante can get a game. Skulls will get a game. Who else? You can't put loads of kids in because they'll get beat. You remember that Forest game all those years ago?
Yeah, I'm hoping they don't do that. We need to win with that first team. I want to see some confidence in the first team.
Pablo and Tatty both playing, I think, as well.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I'll play 2 up front and let them have a party. Get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's all about, as well, for them two, it's about getting used to the players that are around them, isn't it?
I'd play Somerville as well. Because the thing is, so many times I've been really frustrated. It tends to happen more with like the national team, that they throw all the players that are trying to prove themselves all in together, rather than like, 1 or 2 with the main squad that they're going to be playing with. You actually need those partnerships to start forming. So you want to play Somerville, you want to play Bowen with those strikers so they get used to playing. Imagine if Somerville scores and finally gets that off his back. He's been trying so hard to do. If he scores, if Bowen can score, if they start linking up with them strikers, that takes us into Tottenham in completely different mood.
It does. I think that would, if you play 2 up front, I'd actually be quite excited by that.
Yeah.
And I don't get excited very often going and watch West Ham these days.
That's what we need, a good, exciting day at the Bowl. It's just so needed, isn't it? I keep walking out there every week, miserable, wet, cold.
I know. An exciting day at the Bowl is, I can't remember.
Have we been picked as one of the games, Gary, do you know, for TV?
I don't know. It must be, because they must be expecting us to lose, right? Will he go after losing in the FA Cup? I don't think so, Andrew. I don't think so. I mean, for me, he should have gone after Forest, but again, what's the bloody point? Who's going to come in? Because he's going to back him through the window. Clearly, that's all we're linked with is Nuno players. Or Mendes players.
TNT Sports 5, it's on.
Right. Oh, major channel then.
Yeah, well, they're covering pretty much every game. They got 5 games that are kicking off at 2:30, all on different TNT Sports channels. That
was appalling, that Bristol City game. Where that was so disappointing. So disappointing.
Was that the one we watched the goal?
Yeah. Iron Disciple, I agree with you. I'm reluctantly, as long as he's there, I'm going to support the team. Do I rate the geezer? Not much. I'm sorry I didn't predict a win. Just go and run a form. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, you predict what you predict. Pablo has to be the spearhead with Tatty just behind. Pablo deep was a typical Nuno brain fart. Well, it's what it is it's system over players, right? He's probably not played as a deep line midfielder ever for his current club. We've got to show up on Sunday. No excuses. I need to restore some pride. that is the reason, Paul, that this is really important, this game. We've got to make something out of it. Fucking get the crowd on side again. Give us something to cheer about. Don't make us get embarrassed against the team from down the road.
Yeah, it just can't happen.
We've been embarrassed so often this year. It's just fucking don't do it to us again. Don't do it to us again, for God's sake. Whereas, if we were to go and stuff QPR and then we go and beat Tottenham, I think we're having a different conversation, aren't we?
Yeah.
Stop dreaming.
Football can change quickly.
Yeah.
These things do happen. We do normally go to Tottenham and play well.
We do. But honestly, away from home is better for us. Apart from Wolves, it's better for us.
Do you know, we were talking in the pub before the Forest game, and we were talking about memories of things that we don't see anymore. Do you remember at Upton Park back in the 90s when players used to come on the field? They used to put a table and chair out at half time, and you were like, "Oh my God, somebody's signing at half time."
Yeah.
Oh, we should be doing that.
Yeah. You know what I'd do? I'll bring Mr. Moon back into the stadium.
Yes.
Right? Mr. Moon has left the stadium.
Yeah.
I miss Mr. Moon.
Yeah, I'll do.
3-0. We ain't losing 3-0 at home, John. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Imagine playing the first team and losing 3-0 at QPR. Fuck that.
Jesus. That could turn ugly.
Yeah. I'm not gonna honestly, I'm not gonna get downbeat about it. Played FM24 and FM26, both the saves. I said BS will leave June the 26th, 2026. Okay. June the 26th. Should I mark that in my diary? Right. How times have changed. We used to take over Loftus Road. Well, we did, but I went there once and we got absolutely slaughtered when Les Ferdinand was at his best, leaping like a salmon about 2 foot above our defenders. He had a leap on him, he did.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Is that when they had the plastic pitch? Do you remember that? The ball used to bounce like 20 foot in the air.
Yeah. I know. See, Claire loves Mr. Moon as well. Oh, it's not just me. Benny Boy says, haven't we lost every single London derby this season? Yes. Means we're about to. It means we're due a win, aren't we? We're due a win.
Yeah.
Don't do it to yourself, Gary. No, I know. Listen, it's guarded optimism. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. It's a break from this league. Like we just have a good, nice little cup match. You've got the Ironworks Alliance section up and running for that.
Yeah.
The club have actually helped us. They've allowed us to move. So you've been able to buy your season tickets, get your points. Because they was offering 2 points, weren't they? And then they've let us move into the Ironworks, move your seat into the Ironworks Alliance section. So everyone will be together. They're allowing us to use big flags and that. So
look at this.
I'm quite looking forward to it.
Did anyone? Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do for an FA Cup game. It does no harm whatsoever. We've just got to make sure you guys are inside the ground. We've got to make sure the singing spreads, make sure people do it. But let's hope we can get a nice, easy win so it catches on, right? Did anyone hear Sean say it's a Prem rule that you can't put a low attendance on a game? What, so you've got to just put all the seats that you sell rather than 34,000 that was there the other night? Yeah. He's full of shit, that geezer. He really is. If we can get some confidence beating QPR, then beat Spurs, we have Sunderland at home, Forest have Arsenal, then it's game on. That is true. But that's a few games down the road. Let's take it one step at a time, is my advice.
Yep.
Then we lose 3-1. I don't know. I've lost count of how many times we've lost this year. Nuno looks like a confused Easter Island. Yeah. It could be, yeah. QPR will have 9k allocated. Well, I heard 5k they'll have in the home ends today. That's what I heard. Imagine Gary, Martyn and Pete. We get relegated, BS leave. We're getting our owners that are fans and have facilities and have the facilities done up, have the stadium and the Thames Ironworks next to the dock. Well, that'd be brilliant. I'll tell you what, I started dreaming about that. You know, that thing about you know where the Thames Ironworks factory used to be, Pete, there's a just off the side of the Thames, right? Imagine going back to there, taking a bit of dockland there, you know, and the shop is on the old building site. Yeah, Forest have scored. They're on fire. Right, should we leave it there? I don't think we've got anything else to talk about, have we?
I think we've covered it all.
We've exhausted it. I think we go out with "I Don't Care" by David Sullivan tonight from Canningtown If you for all your West Ham artwork, go to canningtownlen.com. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Martyn.
Thanks, mate. Have a lovely weekend.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you, everybody in the chat and everybody at home. Thank you, Claire, head of security, and mean Claire. And going to let you go with, it's a lovely little song, touching little melody.
Hey, Goldie, what's on today's to-do list?
Why, it's match day, Dave. Are you hoping for a full house tonight?
Not too fast. As long as we sell all the tickets. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care if you come down here.
Make more money from the tourists here, so I don't care if you come down here.
Nathan Bellavic's got a boy for the night. His ex-missus said you better treat a kiddie right. Buys a kid a ticket and a burger and a Sprite. Got a train home, 200 if you like.
Cause I don't care, I don't care, I don't care if you come down here. Cause you make more money for the tourists here, so I don't give a monkey if you come down here.
Stop from when a pocket took a bully in the water. Never lost a rumble but he can't get sore. Climbs more stairs than he did before. What's his old seat, then he's got to pay more.
Cause I don't care, I don't care, I don't care if you come down here. Cause you make more money for the tourists here, so I don't give a monkey if you come down here.
The cabbie only goes to football with his wife. He did it as a kid and he's done it all his life. But he don't get a winter fuel allowance anymore. So he's gonna sell his ticket to a bloke for Singapore.
I don't care, I don't care, I don't care if you come down here. Cause you make more money for the tourists here, but we don't give a monkey if you're here next year. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care if you come down here. Cause you make more money for the tourists here, and I don't care